What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with 4 weeks post Olympia physique update of Hunter Labrada. Man, Hunter really put that post Olympia food that he ate in his long tours to really good use, as he looks full blown at the moment. So anyone wondering why Hunter did not go for any of these post Olympia shows, then there is a very simple answer. He wants to do this upcoming Arnold, and that is gonna be his first ever Arnold. So he wants to be 100% fresh, he wants to rest, recover, and he wants to be 100% healthy before starting another prep, which is gonna be happening in January. Now this was a very good year for Hunter Labrada, him and his coach Ben Chow. Now they did not get the placings that they wanted to, or what they were aiming for. But the way Hunter improved from Italy Pro, because that was the show after which everyone was putting Hunter in 8th spot for this year's Olympia predictions. But the man showed up at his all-time best, and he was able to beat Andrew Jacked on Friday at the prejudging, and he was fighting Martin Fitzwater for that 4th spot. And he also showcased how massive the man is, standing next to the former Miss Olympia, Hadi Choopan. Now that was one hell of a statement made by Hunter. The vacuum came in really nicely, and he knows there is a lot of improvements to be made, especially in his abdominal area, in his midsection. And he is gonna continue to work on that throughout this next season. So from Italy to Olympia, Hunter improved a lot, especially in terms of the way he was hitting all those shots. So Hunter is obviously gonna be in that first call out for this upcoming Arnold. But do let me know what you guys think. Can he beat a guy like Andrew Jacked? Is Andre Presti prepping for this upcoming prog? I know he said a few weeks back that he has no show in his mind, but the man is sitting at 277 pounds with righted glutes. So either he might do prog next week or the big man weekend, which is happening in December. So the big man weekend, that will be the last men's open show for this year, and Presti has to wait another 3 months in order to get a chance to step on the stage again. Now I have got to say his conditioning right now, that looks so crispy that it is very realistic for him to jump into this upcoming Prog Pro next week, and he might do extremely well. Now I know he cannot win this show, but this will be a good opportunity to stand next to guys like Martin and Akim Williams. I do however feel bad for him because he has already placed second in 2 shows in the last few months. Now there was no argument for him winning in Italy against Hunter Labrada, but Europa Pro, that was such a hard pill to swallow. And we have no idea how Presti lost to Bruno Santos at that show, because he was leading after the prejudging and he showed up even better for the finals. So what's gonna take Andre Presti to bring up his quads to match up to his upper half, or so that he has somewhat of a balance between his upper and lower body? Well, the thing is, his quads, they will always be picked apart in terms of a weak body part, despite the fact that Presti has improved his legs a lot in the last 3 years. Now he is a veteran IFB pro, and he has stepped on the Olympia stage 3 times already. So waiting for Presti's official announcement regarding his next show. And I have got to say, he has got a very good shot at winning the big man weekend if he goes for that one. Next up, we have a few days old physique update of Marcelo, aka Horse MD, going back to the show where he made his IFB Pro debut, Romania Pro. Now I have no idea whether it's the low carb diet, which he is on right now, that is making Horse not as big as he should appear, because this video right here of him and the former men's physique athlete, Carlos de Oliveira, who plans to make his classic physique debut next year. Just take a look at the striations on Carlos's shoulders and the fullness in his chest versus Horse MD. So is Carlos so damn massive, or is Horse MD trying to come in downsized and a bit more conditioned for this year's Romania Pro? Because I have to say, let's just hope that Horse MD regains some of the lost hype, because just before this year's Arnold, the one in Columbus, he was so hyped up to a point where many people, including his current coach, Milo Sarcev, they were making all these predictions that Horse MD is going to be top 3 at this year's Arnold, which was far from the truth. Now I really think Horse MD is going to have some of the craziest legs at this year's Romania Pro as well. But the question is, will he show up with an improved back? Because that was the biggest knock on his physique. Now we will see how that physique comes back to life after he gets some carbs in, because this is gonna be a long season for Horse MD. because he isn't only doing Romania, he is going for Prague as well, and is also doing the Big Man Weekend, which is happening in December, and which is the last show of the year. So quads will be the main area of focus for William Bonac going into this upcoming season. So William is at a point in his career where with every passing year we might notice that his waist isn't the same as it used to be in the past, just a few years back. So the bigger his legs, his quads get, the more chance he will have of creating that illusion on the stage of having a smaller waist with a better taper. So William Bonac is back on proper leg workout after the Olympia this year, and after what he was able to accomplish at this past Miss Olympia. I don't think people are gonna doubt him again, because from not making top 10 in any of the Olympia predictions to placing 7th in the world, beating Brandon Curry and Rafael Brandao, which by the way did not even seem realistic before the Olympia this year. That was one hell of an accomplishment. Now you can bet that William Bonac will never show up out of shape every time he steps on stage. And I guess the only one bad memory that we have of William Bonac where he completely missed out, that was at the Olympia 2022. So William Bonac has got no reason to retire after having such a phenomenal year. He was the winner of Spin Pro, 2nd in Dubai, and 7th at the Olympia. I think William Bonac is going to be hitting multiple shows next year as well, try to make some good money before stepping back on the Olympia stage. So after Ramon Dino made a statement that he is going to consider changing his team moving forward, it is obvious to think that he's considering changing his coach, Chris Aceto, because he was off at this year's Miss Olympia. So does an athlete have to look for a new coach after one bad showing? Now that is a very interesting debate, because just 1 year back, it was the same coach, Chris Aceto, who brought Ramon Dino looking at his all-time best against Chris Bumstead. He won an Arnold Classic title. He placed 2nd twice under the coaching of Chris Aceto. So no wonder why Chris clapped back at this guy with no filters. Because a different coach won't guarantee a better performance at the Olympia stage. So the fans' perspective, that is also very understandable, because Ramon was hyped up like crazy throughout this 20 weeks Olympia prep. And the only explanation his team gave after his loss to Wesley Wiesers at this year's Arnold was a short prep. Now by the metric that is being applied to Ramon and the pressure of his fans to change his coach, Wesley should be the first one, firing Stefan, who went from saying that he's gonna win this year's Olympia to not even being in the first call out.
Flight to Romania last night. My flight got canceled, so pretty much was stranded. I left the airport maybe 2 o'clock this morning. I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is, as you guys know, the flight got canceled. The good news is I was able to book a flight for tonight.
So all the people who were rooting for Akeem Williams to win this year's Romania Pro, which is happening this weekend, their heart sank when they first heard that Akeem is having a hard time getting to Romania because one of his flights that got cancelled. But the good thing is that Romania Pro is scheduled on Sunday, and Akeem will make it there today, so he will have plenty of time to dry out and fill up.
Alright, quick status update. I'm currently en route to Romania. I got a second flight, booked a second flight. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there's no cancellation today, and I'm able to make it out to Romania.
So with Rafael Brandao pulling out of Prague because he thinks his physique is tired, there is a big question mark on how Rafael is gonna do at this upcoming Romania Pro against Akeem Williams. Because if Akeem brings his all-time best, he can definitely beat Rafael Brandao. Now regardless of the results, let's just hope Akeem does Prague Pro next weekend. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.